So there's a chocolate fountain that has 1,000-liter capacity. It's rented out for special occasions. It contains 125 liters of a 28% milk chocolate flavor. When renting it, those renting it add X liters of 75% chocolate. So this is a concentration problem. So I'm going to set up some buckets. You're adding two things together to get a final solution. Only 1,000 liters total, so we'll keep that in mind as we go through this and graph it. That's the maximum capacity. When people rent it, it contains 125 liters of 28% milk chocolate. So adding X liters of 75% chocolate, get the final concentration. We don't know what the concentration is. We do know that there's 125 plus X liters total. So we can solve this equation for C. This is 0.28 times 125. Plus 0.75x equals C times 125 plus x. Trying to solve for C, so let's divide by 125 plus x. So this is the equation we're going to type into our calculator. So get it all typed in. Make sure the numerator has parentheses around it as well as the denominator. Type it in. We'll draw it. We got to change the window, though, because we can't see what's going on. So since x is how many liters we're adding, that could be anything from 0 to whatever would fill it up. Since it's starting with 125 and the most it can hold is 1,000, it will be full at 125, or yes, take away 125 from 1,000, and that would be full. So the maximum is 875. That's the most you could add because then the fountain will be full. And then since our Y values here, that's our percent concentration. Percentages can only be between 0 and 1. So now we've got a nice little graph of what's going on with this chocolate fountain. So write the concentration C as a function of X, show your work. There's part A. Suppose the fountain could hold an infinite amount of chocolate. So if it didn't have that 1,000 liter capacity, what will be the maximum concentration level? If it was an infinite amount, that will be whatever the horizontal asymptote is of this function, which horizontal asymptotes are always the coefficient of x on the numerator over the coefficient of x in the denominator, which is 0.75 divided by 1, which will be 75%. If it was an infinite amount, but it's not infinite. And the actual maximum concentration is whatever that value is right there when it's filled up. You could get that by doing a GSolve Y calc, because we know the X value. When it's all the way full, it's 875 is what would be added. So our maximum concentration of the actual situation would be like 69 1/8%. Doesn't ask for that, but maybe on the test. So If we only want the concentration level to be 55%, how much would we have to add? So what's X that would give us a 55% concentration? So, similar to what we just did, rather than a Y calc, we want the X calc. We want to know what the X value is to give us a Y value, the concentration of 55%, 0.55. And the X value is 168.75. And that's how much you had to add, so that's liters. To the original 125. Good.